Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 Teen Talk Journey to Resilience of the Beyond the Surface Teen Mental Health Awareness podcast that focuses on promoting awareness and providing resources to reduce the stigma around mental health and normalize the conversation. My name is Savannah, and I'm a marketing intern at Inspire Me. This podcast is brought to you by Inspire Me Inc.'s Be the Best Me 2.0 program, which focuses on mental health awareness. Today, we are joined by our guests, Robin, Nevaeh, and Valeria, current teens of Inspire Me. Hi, ladies. Could you please introduce yourselves to our listeners?
My name is Valeria Loza. I'm 18 years old and I am in 12th grade.
Hi, my name is Nevaeh Langford. I'm 15 years old and I'm in 10th grade.
Hi, my name is Robin Giles. I'm 15 years old and I'm in 10th grade.
Okay, thank you guys for your wonderful introductions. We'll now get started with the questions. So, first question for you guys: what does mental health mean to you, and what are some challenges you have faced?
Mental health for me means like problems that have no looks. Like people don't just see that you're struggling, it's inside your brain. And the challenges that I faced are everyday life, like hanging out with friends, going out with families. It does really affect one person, and just mental health can't be seen. And that's what I consider mental health because you're struggling even though no one knows about it.
Mental health to me means having emotional problems. Well, to start off, mental health would be your physical and emotional mental state. Some challenges that I faced were I'd rather suffer in silence than ask for help because I don't speak on mental health for myself. I advocate for others, but when it comes to myself, I kind of just sit there and just let everything happen.
Yeah, to me, mental health is like how you think and feel and why you function off your emotions. And I have had a lot of challenges with that. Like I can get very irritated or frustrated easily, or like I could just be in like a depressed state one day, and then it lasts for a really long time. And yeah, I have like the same issue Nevaeh has. I'm not really good at going to other people for help. Like I just stay there if they, but I'll always be like there for somebody else. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something that I struggle with too. I think asking for help is a really big thing because it requires you to be really vulnerable. So it's a good thing to bring up. So the second question is, who or what provided you with support and encouragement along the way?
The person that provided support since like the day one was my mom. She's been there all the time, and she was even the one that reached out when I couldn't do it on my own, when I thought I can handle it and I thought it was just a phase. So I really am grateful that I have my mom to provide me for that help. And on top of that, like now I am very grateful that I have a therapist and that I actually reached out to meet the people that help me get better.
I would have to say my family, my friends, and my school counselor. Recently, over 2 weeks, I reached out for help, and I've now have a therapist. I'm very grateful for my school counselor, my mom. Even though it's kind of hard on her, she didn't really think that I was sad or emotional. She's helping me. My friends are helping me just be there and supporting me.
For me, I would say my dad has been a big support. He's always been there for me to like listen to my problems and stuff, and then also the school. Because recently I got into like this little situation, and they could tell that I was kind of off, and so they have put me in like school counseling therapy type thing. So that's really helped.
I think I also found a lot of help with my parents because they were pretty big support when I was struggling with mental health a lot in high school. And again, like your friends can really see what you're going through too. So it's nice to have someone to relate to. Um, for the third question, how did you guys learn to recognize and manage your emotions effectively?
For me, my therapist said when you start getting, I suffer from anxiety a lot. So when I started heavy breathing, my chest started to hurt, my stomach started to hurt. That's when I physically recognized my anxiety coming up. and how I managed it was coping skills that she learned with me. Also, just having a hug or holding on to something also helped me get out of that stage. Distracting your mind really does help. It faces you between two where I'd rather be looking at this than rather be thinking of this. So you try to trick your brain into thinking, I'm okay, I got this under control. And yeah, basically coping skills really did help.
The way I recognize and manage my emotions effectively is I've noticed that when I like feel depressed or have a panic attack or anything, I get aggressive. I become angry very easily, and then I just start lashing out at people. So I kind of just, I guess I would say, studied my body when I felt those ways so I can know how to manage it in a healthy way instead of just turning to negative things and making me feel more depressed, getting more panic attacks easily and everything.
Yeah, I happen to have both of those issues too. I have really bad anxiety, and some might say I have anger issues, and so I just take a second to like think about how I'm feeling in the moment, and if I need to step away, I try to step away, and that's mostly how I manage my emotions, because this is something I'm really still working on. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really important to recognize like the physical symptoms and like recognize what you can and can't control. That's something that I found really helpful. Like I do a lot of like those like breathing exercises and those tend to calm me down, but it's also important to see like, something might work for you but not work for other people. So it's just kind of like trying things out and figuring it out along the way. So last question for you guys. What advice would you give to other teens facing similar struggles?
Advice that I would give is definitely reach out when you think, even though you think it's embarrassing or it's not really something you think you need, definitely reach out because I was in that scenario and I don't know who I would be if I didn't get the help I need. And yeah, basically, or go to someone that you know is your comfort and they won't, most of the time, they won't judge you. Many people think they're gonna judge you based off, "Oh, I have depression, I have anxiety." It's like, "You're completely fine. You don't need any of that." They would lead you the right way. Your true friends and your true family members would lead you to the direction that you need.
Uh, some advice that I would give to other teens is if you're thinking about suicide, don't do it. I know it seem like the right thing to do at that moment, but the hard times is not going to last forever. I've kind of noticed that I've felt suicidal before, and I felt it at school, and I really wanted to, and I didn't, and I'm very thankful that I didn't. Um, I reached out to other people. I got help. I'm getting therapy. I may be getting a service dog for like depression and anxiety because I get really bad anxiety. But I would just say reach out. And the hard time's not gonna last forever. It's temporarily for now.
Uh, some advice I would give is to reach out and just don't give up. Find something that motivates you to keep going in life. Like whether if you can turn a bad situation into a positive one, you should try your best to do so. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think you guys brought up some great points, and it's really important to have a support system. And even if you may not, be able to go to your parent or your guardian, there are a lot of resources at schools and in the community that can provide mental health um, help. So thank you again, Robin, Nevaeh, and Valeria, for your time and for joining us today on the podcast. Lastly, if anyone is interested in learning more about our organization at Inspire Me for Teen Girls, please visit our website and follow us on Instagram at inspireme.inc. Thank you, guys.